It is officially day one with no social media apps on my phone. This is nothing new, I've done it before. However, today it is a little different. Different in the aspect that I'm realizing I don't exactly know how to do without something that has been such a huge routine. Especially when your friends aren't texting you back. I've texted probably 5 people in the past hour and have received 0 replies. And I'm not sure if there's some sort of correlation with me no longer being on social media, or if they're just busy or genuinely ignoring me, which would be a sin, first and foremost. I feel like I'm incomplete, and that is not good. That is how you know that you are addicted to social media, because you feel weird without it. Don't like not being in the known. I feel like I'm almost irrelevant for not being able to automatically tap on Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat. And I don't know what that means, but it feels super disconnecting, which, I mean, it's the point of this. I unplugged, I'm disconnecting from social media. However, I can't shake the feeling that I just feel so isolated. It's a very lonely feeling because, though I don't have millions of followers or I don't communicate with like the 100 that I do on a daily basis, there's some sort of instant gratification when you voice your opinions on Twitter or you share your passions on Instagram. And as a person who's so expressive all the time, this is hard. This is really hard. My anxiety levels are pretty high today. And not solely for the fact that I can't look on Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter, but for the fact that, like, I love reading about my friends' days or looking at their photos and seeing what they're doing, but I also realize that I am more than capable to reach out to them and text them old-fashioned style, just like they're more than capable to reach out to me and text me and ask me how I'm doing. Usually doesn't happen until you've fallen off the face of the planet for like a month, and then they start to realize that, oh, hey, wait, where's Breezy? Her presence is gone. Or maybe they won't realize this and they just will go on with their happy, merry ways. I don't know. It's weird. It's also weird. So I caved. Not entirely. I did not download the apps to my phone again. However, I opened my laptop and found myself on Twitter. It didn't take me long to shut it off because ignorance is bliss. And at this point, with all of the horrible things going on in our world, I wish I could just be oblivious. But in reality, I wish I could just envelop this world with love and kindness and understanding. And just hug everyone. And bake a cake made out of rainbows, and we'd all share it and eat it and be happy. I hope you know who I'm quoting, because if you don't, I am sorry. People who least deserve grace, who we believe least deserve grace, are the ones that most likely need it the most. That isn't super evident, especially today. Also, it feels like fall, And that's something I would be Snapchatting. I'd be like, oh my god, you guys, it feels like fall. I wish it were October. I really do wish it were October. That is all for now. I finished a book. I finished a book that I opened like 3 months ago and never read within those 3 months because I was perpetually glued to my cell phone. Doing what? Mindlessly scrolling through Instagram and Twitter and refreshing the pages each time that I reread the same tweet or saw the same Instagram photo. And now that I don't have those apps on my phone and am compelled to click on them, I'm able to read books that I didn't read then, which is such a sad thing to acknowledge. Like, oh hey, I wasn't reading my books because social media won. Like, social media actually had that pull over me. And it turns out these books that I bought and opened and didn't get past the first 2 pages are really good. I just finished We Should Hang Out Sometime by Josh Sundquist. Josh Sundquist. I'm gonna get that last name correct, I promise. I just watched a few of his YouTube videos and he is just this wholesome, genuine Christian guy who talked about his journey through many failed significant others. But it's a happy end. There's a happy ending. And I can deeply resonate. So this is great. I'm loving this social media cleanse. The first few days were really difficult. I'm finishing up the 3rd day. And I'm excited for the 4th day tomorrow. I'm gonna have coffee with a friend and I'm not gonna, oh my god, I won't be able to Snapchat it, I won't be able to Instagram it. That is gonna be a first. That is going to be a first, and I am wildly curious to see how that turns out. Coffee without Snapchatting it. Okay. Challenge accepted. It is officially day 7 of no social media. It's been a whole week since I had deleted all of my apps. No, I did not record day 4, day 5, day 6. I was living. I didn't feel the need to bust up my phone and express my thoughts for that day. I had coffee. I didn't Snapchat it. I went to the movies. I didn't tweet about it. I hung out with friends and I didn't Instagram them with my sappy captions like I usually do. It was nice. It was hard because I am a very expressive person who wants the world to know that I'm drinking a freaking latte or that I'm hanging out with Chelsea. That's just who I am, and I don't think that I want to go longer than a week. Not that I can't, because I could go this next week without Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter. But the thing is, I really like being on social media. Not because I get likes and retweets and feedback, but because I genuinely love taking photos, editing them on Visco, posting them, and then thinking up some crazy, absurdly long caption. That's who I am. And I like opening up Snapchat and going on rants that make absolutely no sense, that last for 100 seconds long, and I really don't care if people don't watch them. Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter are such huge platforms for everyone these days, and I don't think anyone can discredit that. Yeah, it can be superficial. Yeah, it can be completely consuming, and yeah, we should absolutely put our freaking phones away when we're hanging out with our friends and having conversations. Like, our phones should not be out on dinner tables or around people that we haven't seen in a while. Like, put that crap away. But it isn't bad to find the balance and take photos of your lattes. Truth is, if things are done in moderation, then it's okay. The first few days when I did this cleanse, if you will, I felt isolated, I felt irrelevant, and those are feelings that are super unhealthy. Like, that it means that I am completely addicted, and that, in a sense, I almost need social media for some sort of validation. But I don't. I know who I am, I know my worth, and none of that is the result of what I put out on social media. It's only a fragment of who I am, only bits and pieces of my heart, bits and pieces of my mind. And that's something I think a lot of us need to acknowledge and to realize, because we can get so fixated on the instant little gratifications of getting likes and retweets and comments. It's so normal to fall into all of that. But I think it's important to take a step back and realize that things don't always have to be so planned and posed. Sometimes it's more authentic when they're organic and raw. And not hashtag authentic. Real life authentic without the hashtags and the pretty viscode image. The truth is, this generation thrives on social media. People get to travel because of their blog posts. People get to do their dream internships, their dream jobs, because they know how to network. People like me meet some other really great people who they wouldn't have met because they live in different states, and now nothing is ever going to be the same. And that's all because of social media. I could never hate this place, this outlet. Yeah, there's tons of videos of people saying, it's so superficial, so fake. Oh God, superficiality and fakeness is everywhere, not just in social media. It is all around you. It's just a matter of, like I said, taking a step back and acknowledging what really matters. Like how I have a million books that I still need to read, which is my own fault, not Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat. And there's my mind. Bye!